Yesterday when I was ending that one video and I, said that about the trans kids, because I really think that it is, there's huge amount, like record numbers of kids who now, want to transition and are in all different levels of that transition, whether they're having it paid for and buying the drugs, or just, wearing different clothes and changing their name and pronouns and all this stuff. And, and it's records a number of kids doing that are killing themselves. And the whole thing is that they aren't learning to love themselves or accept themselves. Like, we're never dealing with the real problem. We're always dealing with the bullshit. And the real problem is humans learning to love themselves, no matter what the avatar is expressing as, no matter if it's too short, if it's too tall, if it's too dark, it's too light, it's too, maybe it's missing some parts, maybe some of the parts are merged in wrong, whatever is going on with every single avatar, with every single person. The whole journey is about learning to love yourself, to not get caught up in what it is, what your avatar is. It is to learn to love yourself and to realize you're in that avatar for that experience. It's just the vehicle. It's your spaceship in to go through the experience that you're here to have. And it is for a reason. There's a reason why. You're going to have a different experience if you have some sort of issue, whatever it is. It could be a handicap or disability. It could be, for a lot of people, the color of their skin. That's a huge thing for them to get over and learn to accept themselves and love themselves. The size of their body. People can be born into a family where they're a different size than everybody else. And so they always feel like they don't fit in. This isn't even really my family. And, they get all caught up in that, when really it's just for an experience to see, like, what kind of stuff does this bring up? What does this make me do? How do I feel about this? Just so you learn about yourself. Every freaking thing is just to learn about yourself. And the whole lesson you're trying to learn is to love yourself. Because you love yourself and accept yourself, then you can love and accept everybody in the world. But it all starts at home. Most people can't figure out how to love themselves and accept themselves. And here we are teaching people, just, switch into a different one, change it, And it also goes with the aging, As people age, here, just pump your face full of chemicals so you start looking like some sort of freak, instead of just love yourself. Take care of yourself. And it's all in your attitude. If you feel old and you feel like you have no value anymore, you're past your expiration date, you're no good anymore, nobody wants you anymore, that is what you're putting out there. So that's what you're going to get back. If you go out there, remember when you were 25 and you thought you were hot shit, and you're going around like, fuck yeah, I'm hot shit. It was your attitude is what made you hot shit. It wasn't who or what you are. Most people are freaking idiots. So it's your attitude. And they've destroyed our attitude. Our attitude was to make us dependent on the system so it could crush our soul so that we would take drugs. That's what they've been doing this whole time. So it's, reclaiming your attitude so that you can, you have to see yourself as being powerful, being worth love, not being old and expired, see yourself as having value. And, there's people who, what's her name just died? Betty, I can't think of her name. And she was like 99 or something like that. And she's still out there cracking jokes, and age doesn't matter. Like, the years don't matter. It's what you do with them. It's your attitude towards them. It's your attitude towards life. It's your attitude towards time. It's your attitude towards your own self as you age. All of that stuff. And, it's so clear when we are telling kids to switch your body, and from a young age, instead of coming to terms with your body, instead of learning to love yourself, just start that chase of never being able to love yourself, to the point where you're just depressed and suicidal. You know, it all, like I keep saying, all of your answers are inside. They're not outside. They're all inside of you. And the more that you can focus on your internal work and your soul, your spirit, and that work, the more you will feel satisfied and connected, and you will feel you're lighter, your vibration lifts, you just feel better. You start to see the world in a much broader perspective. You start to understand, you know, set your priorities different because you see the world differently. So it's, and it's all of the things happening are all just so that you get this opportunity to go in and expand yourself. And, but that's one thing we have to change in our society is people's attitude towards the avatar. You know, it is all about mind, body, spirit. Mind, body, spirit is about, you know, connection with your avatar and taking care of your avatar and loving it, nurturing it, and, you know, giving it respect. I mean, it's a temporary thing, you know, and when you're beating it up and not taking care of it, belittling it and stuff all the time, you're putting wear and tear on it. You are, you know, devouring it. You are destroying it instead of protecting it. Like I said, like when all the stuff that happened to me, I see it as it was giving me an armor. It was making me stronger. You know, it wasn't tearing me apart. It was giving me the tools to create an armor to protect myself, to not be giving myself away like that. You know, I was willing to just give myself away all the time, which, you know, weirdly enough, an ex all of a sudden started trying to talk to me. I figured that that would kind of happen when I made my stuff public, but, you know, I mean, and it's weird because like I was my third husband was, you know, quite a while ago. And he did contact me another time. This was a few years back. And I did go see him and hang out with him some. But it was me proving to myself that I could have boundaries, which I did. I did prove it to myself. Really irritated him because I wasn't the same person. I wasn't the same pushover. And so now it's been a few years. And he contacted me. And when the last time when we had talked, he was very pro-Trump and I was very anti. You know, this was right after, this was probably 2017, I would say. Maybe 2016, it might have been, oh, I think it was 2017. Maybe even 2018. I don't know. But I was still in my, like, you know, no, he's putting up a wall to keep people out. You know, like, I saw things very differently, because I wasn't aware of what was going on. And then, so him and my mom were the only ones who, you know, I was like, no, you're crazy. That guy is bad. Everybody else was like, hated him too. So, but these two people, so my mom, I already said, man, you know, sorry that I ever said that guy. I feel so stupid. But I'm not going to, like, I would go and say it to him if it was just a friend or something, but an ex is like, I'm not going to go backwards, start a conversation. No. You know, I mean, he's looking for me. You know, find me. He can hear me say it right here. You were right and I was wrong. But I'm not going to call you and tell you that. And it's not because I'm embarrassed or anything. It's just like, I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go backwards. I'm moving forwards. I'm in the trajectory that is going, you know, I'm going to the age of Aquarius. I'm focused on healing and growth and helping people to heal through all of this stuff. So, anyways, that's what it's all about to me. And, you know, hopefully it's anybody who comes and hears me, that's what it's about for them. You know, I see people come in and say things sometimes. I don't get very many notifications, hardly ever. And I just, you know, if it's something negative. I mean, if it's something helpful, then, you know, other people can read it or whatever. There's just some conversations. This is just like, I used to, before, I would have been like, oh, I should be nice and go talk and stuff like that. Now it's just like, I don't fucking care. You want to just say what you gotta say. I don't care. I mean, that's your energy that you're putting out in the world. And you think that it's cool to be negative, then, you know, I can't do anything about that. But there is, you know, some people who do try and say things that are helpful. So, you know, you take everything with a grain of salt. So, anyways, just, you know, everything is all about us to be able to heal. And, you know, just the more you realize that we're all living different realities, there is no one reality. There's not just one singular reality that we're all living. We're all living very different, unique realities. The more you focus on yours, the more that you will heal, and the more it will get you to where you want to be. So that's all I can say. I'll probably say it about 10 million more times, but it's an important thing. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.